Okay, good morning class. Today we're going to tackle about blood and myeloid tissues. For the learning outcomes, we have to describe the composition and functions of blood, identify the form elements in the peripheral smear, differentiate between plasma and serum, explain the blood cell formation, and recognize common clinical correlations. References is Junquera lang, no? 15th edition. First, blood. Your blood is a special connective tissue which is composed of your plasma and form elements. For your plasma, it is the fluid extracellular matrix, and your form elements, which is the erythrocytes, your RBCs, the leukocytes, your WBC, and the platelets. It says that about an average of 5 liters for adult, the volume of the blood. For about the children, how many liters of the blood can they have? Ano sa tingin nyo? If the adult is 5 liters, since mga bata pa sila, ano sa tingin nyo, ilang blood kaya ang consume ng buong katawan nila? Hmm? May nakapagbasa ba? Hmm. Let's see. Jane Galamiton. Ano sa tingin mo, ilang average ng volume of blood that children have?
Around 4 liters po to.
Medyo madami, no? Pero it depends actually in the weight, in the kilogram of the patient. But mostly, half of the adults average liters ang mga bata, no? For around mga 2,600 or to 3,000 liters. While the infants naman, since they are very small, very fragile, it's around 200 to 300 liters lang sila, no? ml rather. That's why when we extract blood to the infants or the newborns, we are very careful not to discard any blood to them kasi they are very much prone to anemia and hypovolemic. No? For the functions of blood, they say that our blood is the form of transport, gases, nutrients, or waste hormones. In the gases, yung mga oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitric oxide, yun yung mga dinadala ng blood natin throughout our body. And for the regulation of our pH, temperature, and water balance. And also for the protection, it means for immune defense, tsaka clotting factors natin. They say as the blood leaves the circulatory system daw, it will react to each one another, which are the plasma proteins, and it will produce a clot. Ito yun. Kapag daw lumabas na sa system natin, when we extracted the blood, all the medics, alam nila to, kapag na wala tayong any agent na nilagay, your blood will be clotted. And then there will be a differentiation which includes form a yellowish liquid called the serum. Ito yung serum, ito yung clotted blood nyo. How do we prepare the blood? We collect the blood in which clotting is prevented by addition of anticoagulants rather. Ano sa tingin nyo yung dinadagdag natin for this blood not to clot? Sino medtech sa inyo? Usually nilalagay nyo to eh. Yes, anticoagulant, example of anticoagulants na nilalagay sa blood, sa blood nyo para hindi siya magana. Yes, it's heparin and isa pa. Heparin or citrate, no? Yun yung nilalagay yan. Very good, no? Listen. So that the blood won't clot with no form of serum, no? Separated to 3 layers by centrifugation. Ito yung centrifugation nilalagay dyan to separate in 3 layers. Yung 3 layers na yon, it will be the plasma, your buffy coat, and your erythrocytes, yung pinakailalim. No? Blood cell histology daw can be studied in smears stained by eosin, acidi, and the methylene blue. This is your composition of the blood. Again, after the centrifugation, you will now have Kung sa serum, meron tayong 2 layers only, the clotted blood and the serum. Here sa plasma, dito sa centrifugation rather, we have 3, your plasma, which is composed of 55% of the whole blood, your erythrocyte, which is 44%, and your buffalo, which is only less than 1% of the whole blood. For the plasma, it is made by 92% by water, 7% by proteins, other solutes are 1%. For your erythrocytes, it's mainly erythrocytes. And then your buffalo, doon natin makikita yung platelets and the leukocytes. Your leukocytes consist of your neutrophils, eosinophils, monocytes, basophils, and lymphocytes. Again, for the plasma, it is an aqueous solution with a pH of 7.4. Is it acidic or alkaline? Hmm? Sa tingin nyo, yung 7.4 ba, acidic or alkaline? Normal. This is a normal range, no? It contains substances of low or high molecular weight, no? And it is 7% of the volume and the rest is water. Yun ang sabi sa plasma. Here is the composition of your plasma. No, again, it is 92% by water. Yung 7% niya, hihatiin pa yung albumins, globulins, fibrinogen, and the regulatory proteins. And the other solutes, yung 1%, dun yung mga electrolytes niya, such as yung sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium. Dun siya naman nakapasok. No? And the other nutrients and respiratory gases and waste products. The major plasma proteins include the following. Number 1 is the albumin. It is the most abundant plasma protein. It is made in the liver and serves primarily to maintain the osmotic pressure of the bloods. Next is the globulins. It is made up of alpha and beta globulins. It is also made by the liver, and other cells include transferrin and other transport factors such as fibronectin, prothrombin, and other coagulations. Your immunoglobulins, the antibodies or your gamma globulins secreted by the plasma cells in many locations. No? Then next is your fibrinogen. It is the largest plasma protein. Also made in the liver, which during clotting polymerizes as insoluble cross-linked fibers of fibrin that block blood lost from the small vessels. Your complement proteins naman, it is important daw in the defensive system. Bakit? It comprises a defensive system important in the inflammation and destruction of the microorganisms. Now let's go to the form elements of blood, which is your erythrocytes, leukocytes, platelets, or your thrombocytes. No? The erythrocytes, your RBCs, mainly the function is oxygen and carbon dioxide transport. Your leukocytes naman is for our defense and immunity, and your platelets is mainly for the clotting. Makikita nyo rito sa picture, yung erythrocyte, ito yung medyo faded na red. Then this is your eosinophil. And this one is your neutrophils, basophils, lymphocytes. And yung platelets is yung para silang mga tiny drops. Yung maliliit siya, parang pitik sa pinaka-slide nyo. Let's go first for the erythrocytes. Your erythrocytes is a nucleate biconcave disc, which is measured 7.5 micrometer. It contains hemoglobin for gas transport. Mainly daw, the erythrocytes lifespan is 120 days. And after 120 days, para sila nag-autolyze, they will go to your liver and spleen to be removed in the body. Again, it was noted that RBC's plasma lemma, it consists of 50% protein, 40% lipid, and 10% carbohydrates. No? It depends mainly daw sa anaerobic glycolysis. Thus, they lost their nucleus shortly before they're released by bone marrow, so they can't replace defective proteins daw. Erythrocytes also carry glycosylated domains on the external surface of their membrane called the antigens that forms the basis of ABO blood typing system. No, ito yung, 'di ba ano na kayo, nag-blood lab na kayo sa physiology? Nakita nyo kung paano mag-react yung antigens nyo, doon nalalaman kung ano yung blood type nyo. 'Di ba? Nakita nyo na 'yon, no? Ay. Okay, naulit na pala yung slides. Oh, this is the example of your erythrocytes. Again, the measures of your erythrocyte is 7.5 in micrometer. Tapos, you could see here, your erythrocytes is biconcave in shape. Then, medyo indented yung gitna. Para siyang boat kasi ang nakalagay dyan is yung mga oxygens, yung mga gases na ita-transport nila in the body, no? Kaya para siyang boat. The boat is sinking lagi ang erythrocytes. Then, eto, kapag nag-stack up silang ganyan, nagbunggu-bungguan silang ganyan. Then, they line up and stack up in vessels. Then, and this is called RELU or RELOX, whatever it is. Pero, RELU formation ang tawag dito kapag nag-stack up na yung mga erythrocytes nyo in the vessels, no? Remember this, remember the spelling. Wrong, spelling, wrong. Again, this slide is, ito yung faded. Again, kung makikita nyo siya, yun, di ba? Bilog, biconcave, walang nucleus. Yun yung inyong mga erythrocytes. For medical application, ano nga ba ang silbi ng erythrocyte sa atin? Pag nakita natin siya, yung composition nun, doon natin masasabi if this lower, it is anemia. No? Kapag naman nakita natin, when we do the peripheral smear, when we see the erythrocytes will shape like this, you will see that this is a letter C, sickle, sick siya. Kapag nakita na ka na ng ganyan, to consider the patient was sickle cell anemia. No? And if the erythrocyte is greater than on the volume, the patient will have, ang tawag sa kanila, erythrocytosis or polycythemia. Elevated ang kanilang mga erythrocytes sa blood. For the next form elements, your leukocytes or your WBC. Under ng leukocytes, it was divided into two, your granulocytes and agranulocytes. From this, ano sa tingin nyo? Pag sinabing granulocytes, agranulocytes, ano naiisip nyo pag ganyan na yung sinabi sa inyo? Merong anemia. Ganun. Pati. Pag may ibig sabihin nun, absent. Yun lang ang iisip, ang tatandaan nyo lagi. Lahat yan sa medical term, pag may mga absent, apathy, anemia, agranulocytes, may mga these are the division of your leukocytes. For granulocytes, meron kayong, you have 3 cells, your neutrophils, eosinophils, and basophils. For your agranulocytes, you have 2, lymphocytes and monocytes. I will go to them. First is the granulocytes. From the word, it have many granules. Cytoplasmic granules, lysosomes, often called eosinophilic granules in the blood cells, and specific granules. No? They have polymorphic nuclei with 2 or more distinct, almost separated lobes. No? Ito yung sinasabi niya. Yung nucleus doon, yung nuclei, kitang-kita nyo, then medyo marami, tapos makikita nyo yung meron siyang distinct lobes. The lifespan daw ng granulocytes are only a few days. Why is it kaya a few days lang sila? Because they are the one, di ba? Sa immunity nyo, sila yung unang pumupunta pag merong pumasok na invader. Di ba? Your neutrophils, yung nauuna. Then, pag nauna sila, nauuna din silang umalis. That's why their lifespan is only a few days. Because the other immunity or your other immune cells will go na. Then, certainly, after it, na makapunta sila sa invaded stranger, they will undergo apoptosis. They will fight that bacteria again for their, they are the neutrophils, eosinophils, and basophils. Pag pinaghati-hati yung tatlong granulocytes nyo, ito lang yung tatlo nila, neutrophil, eosinophil, and basophils. Your neutrophils are the polymorphonuclear leukocytes. They have nuclei having 2 to 5 lobes linked in nuclear extensions daw. They mainly 50 to 70% of circulating leukocytes. Mainly their lifespan is 1 to 4 days. They play an important role in the inflammatory process. As I said later, a while ago, first cells to arrive, letter N, neutrophils, nauuna sila by releasing chemokines or certain cytokines and important lipid mediators. This is your neutrophils, no? In this blood smear, makikita nyo yung neutrophils daw is, they are how many lobes? 1, 2, 3. Mainly 3 to 5 lobes or 2 to 5 lobes sila, no? And very thin strands, no? They hold together. Yung mga lobes na yan, although sinabi kanina na nagse-separate sila, pero for the neutrophils, there's a band, they have to be together, ayan. Kahit na nakikita nyo na sila na magkakahiwalay, pero there's a thin band that hold them together, no? With these features, ito yung cells are kaya sila often called polymorphonuclear leukocytes kasi magkakahawak pa rin sila. Kahit na magkakahiwalay na yung mga nuclei nila, no? Then the other one, kung makikita nyo, itong micrograph na to, isa pinalaki, parang merong isang nakausling ganon. This is just showing that this neutrophil is from a female, no? So, female in which the condensed X chromosome, ito daw yung X chromosome, appears as a drumstick appendages to a nuclear lobe. Ito yung tawag dito is, yung lumutaw na ito na drumstick appearance is a condensed X chromosome daw ng mga females. Then, another, a TEM section naman ng human neutrophils, it reveals two types of cytoplasmic granules, no? The small, pale, more specific barley stain specific granules, ito yung as in letter S natin, ayun yung specific granules nyo, no? Which contains your azerophilic granules. Yung specific granules nyo daw, it's undergo exocytosis during and after diapedesis, releasing many factors with various activities, including enzymes to digest ECM components and bactericidal factors, no? And this is your nucleus, your lobulated nucleus. Letter A is your azerophilic granules. And this one is your Golgi apparatus. This one. Sa tingin nyo, bakit ang neutrophils ay kulang ang mitochondria? Kakaunti lang ang mitochondria niya. May nakapagbasa na ba? Yung rough endoplasmic reticulum daw ninyo and mitochondria are not abundant in the neutrophils because they they utilize what? They utilize, nasabi ko na kanina, very good spin. Glycolysis, that's why kakonti ang mitochondria and roughly. For the medical application, yung daw neutrophils, yung mga natin, pag nagsama-sama, sila yung, alam niyo yung nana, your pus, your viscous, usually yellow collection of fluid formed during the inflammatory process daw. It is due to the neutrophilic, di ba nag-apoptosis sila? Yun, no? Pag nagkulay nana na, maiisip nyo, ay, neutrophils pala to. Kaya nagnana yung mga sugat. Next is your eosinophils. Yung eosinophils nyo daw is less numerous than neutrophils. Kakaunti lang sila sa blood. It is comprised of 1 to 4% of leukocytes only. As you can see, it is bilobe nucleus, dalawa. It increases during the helminthic infections and allergic reactions. So, pag nakita nyo na to sa CBC count nyo, na mataas ang eosinophils, you will think of two. Siyempre, based pa din sa symptoms ng patients, helminthic infections, and allergic reactions. It contains major basic proteins, an arginine-rich factor daw that accounts for the granules acidophilia and constitutes up to 50% of the total granule protein. And mainly the eosinophils lifespan daw is about 1 to 2 weeks. Again, your eosinophils, it have the granules, two lobes, bilobe nucleus. They're also a band, a thin band. Next is your basophils. Your basophils that mainly measures 12 to 15 micrometer in diameter. It is also less than 1% of the circulating leukocytes in our body. Their nucleus daw is divided into two irregular lobes, but the largest specific granules overlying the nucleus usually obscure its shape. No? The strong basophilia of the granules is due to the presence of heparin, and it's also contain much histamine and various other mediators of inflammation, including your platelet activating factor, eosinophil chemotactic factor, and the enzyme phospholipase A. This is an example of your basophils. Ang sabi kanina, supposedly, dalawa daw yung nucleus, pero dahil sa laki ng isa na, o-overcome niya yung isa, kaya kung makikita nyo, parang isa na lang siya. Almost nawawala na yung cytoplasm niya. Mas na-accommodate ang nucleus, no? They have a surface receptors for IgE. So, IgE, pag IgE, anong type ng hypersensitivity? Ang usually, gagawa ng basophils kapag ito nag-increase. Type 1, very good. No? It's your type 1 hypersensitivity. No? The lifespan daw ng basophil is about several months. Kaya kapag, kunwari, masyadong active si basophil sa katawan ng tao at masyadong hypersensitive ang tao, paulit-ulit siya. Minsan hindi na alam kung ano nagkakos ng allergic reaction sa patient. No? Pag masyadong active yung mga to. Again, your basophils, kung makikita nyo, almost, no? Hindi nyo na makita. Yung nucleus niya, ayun siya. Tapos sobrang dami ng eosinophilic granules, no? Ito yung mga eosinophilic granules. Tapos dito, kita dito sa TEM. Kita yung nucleus na dalawa pala ang nucleus ng basophils. Pero pag dito lang sa microscopic, kung makikita mo, parang faded yung isa or parang na-overcome na talaga ng isa. Kaya almost parang one lang siya. For the medical application, kung yung eosinophils, di ba, mainly allergic reaction din siya. Pero mas milder. Ito daw yung basophil, pag ito nag-hyperactive, ang gagawin sa pasyente, yung nakakatakot na anaphylactic shock. Sometimes they will go to you, hindi na talaga sila makahinga. They will say na wala na talaga silang boses, very strict yung tight yung airway nila, no? Ito yung kinakatakutan natin. Next, your granulocytes, no? From the words itself, it is lack of specific granules and contains eosinophilic granules. The nucleus is spherical or indented but not lobulated daw. Mainly, there are two types, your lymphocytes or your monocytes. For your lymphocytes, the most numerous type of granulocyte and smallest, it is a spherical nuclei. The mature lymphocytes can be subdivided according to surface molecules called the cluster of differentiations. No? Its markers is the B lymphocytes, your CD4, and your CD8, your helper and cytotoxic T lymphocytes. Their lifespan is about hours to many years. No? It is also that T lymphocytes differentiate in the thymus unlike the other leukocytes. This is example of your lymphocytes. Again, the lymphocytes are granulocytes. Wala kayong makikita masyadong granules. Ito daw yung itong letter A, ito yung most numerous small lymphocytes. No? Kung mapapansin nyo siya, is larger than the neighboring erythrocytes and have only a thin rim of cytoplasm. No? And the letter B, ito naman yung medium size ng lymphocytes and are distinctly larger than the erythrocytes naman. Mas malaki naman sila sa erythrocytes ng konti. Then the letter C is the large lymphocytes. No? Kung makikita nyo sa TEM niya, mapapansin nyo, wala yung mga granules. Pero there are certain specific granules na konti lang naman. Then yung nucleus niya, malaki. Almost comprising the whole cell. Pakaunti din yung mga mitochondria niya. Then, what is medical application naman nitong mga lymphocytes? Mainly for the lymphomas siya, no? Lymphomas are a group of disorders involving neoplastic proliferation of the lymphocytes or the failure of these cells to undergo apoptosis. Although often slow-growing, all lymphomas daw are considered malignant because they can very easily become widely spread throughout the body. Next is your monocyte. Patapos na tayo. Your monocyte is the precursor cells. Ibig sabihin, sila mainly sa monocytes nanggagaling yung macrophages, osteoclast nyo, microglia, and other cells of the mononuclear, mga phagocyte cells. Sa monocytes daw nanggagaling. Usually, the measures of your monocytes is 12 to 15 micrometer lang. Their nucleus is large and C-shaped, and its lifespan is hours to years. This is example of your monocytes. Hindi nyo sila mapagkakamalang. Ano nga ulit yung bilobe natin? Bilobe natin ng nucleus kanina. Na pwede nyo mapagkamalan monocytes. Kasi ito mapapayo, eosinophil. Kung ito, di ba? Kung medyo manipis kasi siya dito, ito, distinctive. Pag pinakita sa inyo yung slide na to, automatic, you would answer monocytes kasi letter C talaga siya. Pero pag ito pinakita sa inyo, medyo parang mag-iisip ka pa, no? Ang mapag-aanuhan mo lang dyan is yung, remember always the thin band. Thin band lang. Ito medyo makapal na. Basta thin band ang nagdugtong sa inyong nucleus nyo, eosinophils yun. Pero kapag nakita nyo medyo makapal, kahit medyo indented siya ng sobrang ganito, monocytes pa din ang sasagot. Another TEM. Mas kita dito, di ba, ang nucleus ng monocytes. Again, there's no granules. Wala ka masyado makikita ng granules dito. For the, ano naman ang medical inflammation ng monocytes? The extravasation daw na accumulation of immigrating monocytes. Monocytes din, para siyang neutrophils, nauuna. Pero, mas nauunang kumain naman ang monocytes. Yun ang difference niya with the neutrophils, no? Kasi acute inflammation, usually short-lived as macrophages undergo apoptosis or leave the site. But chronic inflammation usually involves the continued recruitment of monocytes. Ibig sabihin lang nun, kapag meron nandyan na siya, kakain na siya, pag acute lang, kaya niyang patayin. Pero kapag sobrang grabe na inflammation, tatawag pa siya ng mas maraming monocytes. Next, for the form elements of blood, the last one is your thrombocytes. No? Thrombocytes or your platelets. As the picture showed, ito yung platelets natin. Stages. Ano nga ba yung stages na yon? Number 1, di ba? Kapag nagkaroon tayo ng sugat, pupunta na si platelet, di ba? Kapag may nagdudugo tayong sugat. Let's go deeper. Platelets daw are very small, non-nucleated membrane-bound cell fragments. They only measure 2 to 4 micrometer in diameter. No? It originate daw sa megakaryocytes. Ano ba itong megakaryocytes? Originated by separation from the ends of cytoplasmic processes extending from the giant polypoid bone marrow cells. No? And the function of your platelets mainly is promote blood clotting. Platelets are count range from 150 to 400,000. So if we have a patient na nagdudugo, usually tinitingnan natin yung platelets. Pag below 150, medyo prone na sila. Kapag nagdugo sila, nagkaroon sila ng konting sugat, they will bleed much more kaysa dun sa mga patient na merong normal na platelet count, no? The lifespan of your platelet is 10 days, no? Platelets are generally discoid daw, and its peripheral zone is hyalomere. Ibig sabihin nun, kakaunti lang yung hyalo, ibig sabihin halos wala na granules, no? Yung central zone daw niya is granulomere. Ibig sabihin, nandun yung mga granules. Oh, eto. Ito yung, naalala nyo to sa physiology nyo, di ba? It was fully discussed. Sino nga ba nag-discuss sa inyo nito? Pero ito yun ha. Kapag nagkaroon daw ng tawag ito, ng sirang vessel, magkakaroon ng darating si platelet, then there's an adhesion, then a secretion, then aggregation, then finally coagulation. Another picture. From the vessel ruptured, your platelet will do the platelet plug. Tapos magkakaroon ng coagulation, more platelets to come, then coagulate. Then your immune cell recruitment, then further wound healing. Ito, slide shows your platelets. This is your erythrocytes by concave. And then, ito yung platelets, para siyang petekia. Parang tumuldok-tuldok lang sa slides nyo. Pag nakita nyo talaga yan, mostly the medtechs will know na parang tuldok-tuldok lang talaga siya, no? Paano nyo ba kinakount to, mga medtechs? How do you count the platelet? Do you count, manual pa ba kayo? Do you do manually pa ba? Yes po. Paano nyo kinakount yan? Kapag nakikita nyo sa manual. Kasi 150,000 eh. Ano yung bibilangin nyo gano'n? Over per section ba? Kung ganun ba nangyayari? Sa minutes po per field. So minutes per field. Okay. Thank you, James. Medical application. Diba, pag nagbibigay tayo ng mga anticoagulants, ito yung mga iniisip natin, yung aspirin kasi, they are anticoagulants or other non-steroidal, yung mga NSAIDs nyo, haba kasi NSAIDs, they have an inhibitory effect daw on the platelet function and the blood coagulation, no? Kaya, tinitingnan muna natin bago tayo magbigay ng mga blood thinners natin, your aspirin, your clopidogrels, titingnan muna natin yung platelet ng patient kasi kapag binigyan mo, bagsak na yung platelet, mas magkakaroon sila ng mga bleeding disorders, no? Next, we're now done with the blood. We now go to the myeloid tissues, no? What do you think the meaning of myeloid? Ano ibig sabihin ng myeloid? Definition. Can someone give a definition about myeloid? Sige. Liberty Pasawa. Can you give a brief definition of myeloid? You can unmute yourself.
A type of connective tissue that is found in the bone marrow and responsible for blood cell production.
Okay. Yun. Myeloid tissue, yes, you're correct, is defined as the type of tissue within the bone marrow that is responsible for the production of the blood cells. No? And since it is myeloid, and it's undergo hemopoiesis. From the word hema, it is blood. Then poiesis, it is making. So making of the blood. So new blood formation. That's what you call the hemopoiesis, no? It is mainly on the pluripotent stem cells and it occurs in the bone marrow of the children and adult and adult. Tapos, hemopoiesis daw is a blood cell formation. Oh, this is a graph. Ano masasabi nyo dito sa graph? Ano na to sa tissue din, di ba? Ano masasabi niyo sa graph? Kapag daw fetal months, yung hemopoiesis nyo, saan siya namimik? Sa prenatal. Ibig sabihin ng prenatal, nasa womb pa. Nasa womb pa yung bata. So the first 2 months of the life of the baby, saan siya yung hemopoiesis nyo will occur? Saan? Jane Galamitan, may sinasabi ka? Saan siya?
Yolk sac po, Doc.
Okay, very good. No? Kung may tatandaan kayo, it's the yolk sac and the bone marrow. No? For the first 2 months daw, it's the yolk sac. For another 2 or 2.5 to hanggang 7 months ng baby, it is the spleen. Pagdating naman, pero tumutulong na yung liver. It's the liver and the spleen. Kung makikita nyo, meron na rin siyang action by first month of the life of the mainly of the baby, no? Hanggang birth, pwede ang liver and spleen, pero mag-i-start ang bone marrow by the age of 4 months. Mag-i-start na rin mag-react doon ng hemopoiesis natin. Until makalabas siya, ayan na, age in years, no? Pero kapag sa matanda na, saan na siya? Sa atin? Mainly saan na? Kung makikita nyo, ang lalak, ano tong mga bones na to? Mga, pag adult na, ano sila? Lahat sila mga malalaking, very good, no? Bones, sa long bones natin lahat. So, kapag nagkaroon tayo ng blood transplant sa mga may mga leukemia, diyan kumukuha. Mainly diyan sa malalaki natin, mostly sa femur, no? Yun lang. Again, ulit na naman yung slide ko. Sorry, nauulit yung slide ko. Your hematopoietic stem cells daw give rise to all the blood cell types, your lymphoid cells and your myeloid cells. Then your progenitor and precursor cells daw naman often called colony-forming units. Your progenitor and precursor cells, they have 4 major types. Your erythroid, thrombocytic, the granulocyte, and the lymphoid lineage of the B lymphocytes, T lymphocytes, and natural killer cells. Your hematopoietic group factors naman daw, it's often called your colony-stimulating factors or your CSF or your cytokines. Cytokines, example ng cytokines. Can you give an example of cytokines? Your mga IL nyo. Ayan, ha? Kabisaduhin nyo yan. Kabisaduhin nyo in your by heart talaga kasi until boards, yung IL na yan lumalabas, ha? Oh, these are your crucial glycoproteins in the body, no? Firstly, they stimulate the proliferation of the progenitor and precursor cells. Imagine, then it promotes cell differentiations and maturation within specific lineage. These are the table. This is the table I lifted in the Junquera. These are your cytokines. You can roll down na lang dito, no? For us not to extend the time, ha? Pero ang kakabisaduhin nyo dito is yung mga naka-highlights, no? Your stem cell factor, your erythropoietin is very, very, very needed in those with have kidney diseases, thrombopoietin, and your interleukin-1. Yan yung mga kakabisaduhin nyo talaga. Again, ito daw yung stem cells, your progenitor cells, precursor cells, mature cells. Makikita nyo dito yung potentiality and self-renewing capacity of the stem cells kapag daw nagsiself-renewal, become restricted na daw dito. Kapag sa progenitor, tapos makikita nyo mitotic activity, mas marami sa precursor cells. Or this is your blast. Ibig sabihin yung blast, yun yung increase of mitotic activity. Tapos, within the progenitor daw, tsaka precursor, nagkakaroon ng influence of the growth factors. Mas madami daw sila. Then for the mature cells, typically morphological characteristics na lang sila and differentiated functional activity. Ito na yung lagi nyo ito nakikita, di ba? Saan daw nagmumula again yung blood cells natin? From the one cells, your pluripotent hemopoietic stem cells. Then, pagkadating ng then this stem cell will divide into two, your myeloid line and your lymphoid line. Sa myeloid line, with the use of multi-CSF, colony-stimulating factors, magkakaroon siya ng 3 naman, 3 naman hati pa. The myeloid stem cell will divide into 3, your erythropoiesis, thrombopoiesis, and leukopoiesis. Pero in between, yung lymphoid cell, meron din siya dito sa lymphoid line, no? Let's go one by one kasi medyo mahaba. Your bone marrow daw, usually dito, nagaganap ang mga iyan, is found in the medullary canals of the long bones and in the small cavities of cancellous bone. The two types, meron 2 types ng bone marrow, isang red bone marrow at isang yellow bone marrow. Sa tingin nyo, kapag kumakain kayo ng bulalo, ano yung hinihigop nyo doon? Kumakain ba kayo noon, bulalo? Di ba masarap yun? Ano kaya yung hinihigop natin na kulay dilaw doon? Di ba? Ito yun, yung yellow bone marrow, yung sinisip-sip nyo pa at it is filled daw with the adipocyte that exclude most hemopoietic cells, no? Sarap nito. Red bone marrow naman, whose color is produced by the abundance of blood and hemopoietic cells. Again, red bone marrow contains articular connective tissues, your stroma, hemopoietic cords or islands of cells, and sinusoidal capillaries. Example ng red bone marrow, no? Yung red bone marrow daw contains adipocytes but is primarily active in hemopoiesis with several cell lineages, usually present, no? Next here is erythropoiesis. From the word erythropoiesis, ibig sabihin, making of erythrocytes. Yung pinaka terminal stage niya is your erythrocytes. Kung paano nangyayari, kung paano siya nagiging erythrocytes. Yan. Your erythropoiesis, the terminal differentiation process producing enucleated hemoglobin-rich cells, especially for oxygen transport, no? Total time daw to make it is 7 days. So, ganun kabilis. There are 3 to 5 mitotic divisions which occur from progenitor cells to mature erythrocytes. Ito daw, morphologic changes daw during erythropoiesis. From yung cells nyo, cell and nuclear volume will decrease. Your nucleoli will diminish and disappear. Your chromatin condenses, medyo liliit siya, pink nosis. Tawag dun sa chromatin condense, which is your pink nosis. And then extruded. Then after which your polyribosomes will decrease. Magkakaroon na ng hemoglobin increase, mitochondria, and other organelles will disappear. Ano naman daw erythropoietin? Your erythropoietin is the source of produced by interstitial fibroblasts like cells of the kidney and a small amount by the liver. Mostly daw sa kidney siya. Kaya kapag you have a patient with kidney injury, chronic kidney diseases, binibigyan sila ng EPO. Kasi dun daw, ang EPO mainly daw nasa kidney. Its function daw, it stimulates erythroid progenitor cells in the bone marrow. It increases mRNA synthesis for hemoglobin components. And it promotes survival, proliferation, and differentiation of erythroid precursors. No? That's why we give EPO to these patients, not to increase their hemoglobin. Anong gagawin? To stimulate the erythroprogenitor cells. So, kapag may nagtanong sa inyo, Dok, pag ba nagbigay ka ng EPO, tataas na yung dugo ko? Hindi po. Ang gagawin niyo po ay i-stimulate niyo lang po iyon para magkaroon kayo ng mas maraming ng erythrocytes para tumaas ang inyong hemoglobin. Ganon ha. Again, another slide. Ito medyo concise na to. Nandito na lahat, no, for maturation of erythrocytes. This explains more, no? The stages of development of your erythropoiesis from the proerythroblast, it will become basophilic erythroblast, then polychromatophilic erythroblast, your orthochromatophilic erythroblast, then it will become your reticulocytes, then your pinaka-mature erythrocytes, which is yung nakakount na sa blood smear, no? Makikita nyo yung key morphologic changes, yung kanina, yung sinabi ko, your cell and nuclear volume decreases, your nuclei nawawala na, nagkakaroon ng pink noses, the nucleus extruded na. Another slide, ito mas maganda. Mas kita nyo, no? Yung kung paano lumiit, lumabas, nawala, no? Paano siya nagkaroon ng biconcave na lang. At nandito din yung mga oras kung kailan siya nangyayari. Again, your proerythroblast, basophilic erythroblast, paliit ng paliit yan, polychromatophilic erythroblast. Kung mapapansin nyo, yung nuclei, nawawala na. Then afterwards, yung nucleus will be ejected. Then magkakaroon ng reticulocyte na kasi wala na yan, magkakaroon ng pink nucleus. After 3 days daw, erythrocytes na. Let's go one by one. Your proerythroblast, yung pinaka-first kanina, the size of the proerythroblast is a large cell. Medyo malaki nga siya. Yung nucleus daw, medyo large with a loose, lacy chromatin and 1 or 2 nucleoli. 1 to 2 daw, pero parang nakita mo dito, 1 lang to. Cytoplasm, deeply basophilic, rich in RNA and ribosomes din daw. And its function is, first identifiable erythroid precursor actively synthesizes your hemoglobin components, no? Remember, large cells, loose lacy chromatin, and 1 or 2 nuclei. Cytoplasm daw, basophilic. Ayan. Yan ang mga tatandaan, ha? Basophilic erythroblast, next stage, the early erythroblast. Medyo lumiit na siya, slightly smaller. Yung nucleus daw is condensed na. Kung makikita nyo yung chromatins, kung kanina dito, medyo kalat-kalat pa, oh. Kalat-kalat pa yung mga chromatins nyo. Pagdating daw sa erythroblast, much more condensed na siya. And your cytoplasm, intensely basophilic. Mas nagiging blue. Kung makikita nyo, mas colorful siya. Kung dito kasi, very light. Ito, medyo mas darker na, no? Due to numerous free polyribosomes na daw, making globin proteins. The main function of this cell is continued synthesis of hemoglobin, ha? The next one is your polychromatophilic erythroblast. Kung makikita nyo to, smaller again, much smaller siya kaysa sa baso nyo. Then, again, the condensed chromatins at wala ka na masyadong nucleoli, no? Masyado nang condensed na lang yung chromatin nyo. Masyado na siya magkakadikit, nawawala-wala na konti yung nucleoli nyo. Your cytoplasm shows mixed staining, no? Kung kanina, masyadong basophilic, masyado siyang ma-bluish. Ito, kung makikita nyo, medyo slightly pink na siya. Basophilia tsaka acidophilia na daw siya. No? Polychromatic appearance. Kaya siya naging polychromatophilic, no? Kasi dalawa na ang makikita nyo. It's either basophilia or acidophilia. Mas prominent na yung pinaka-condensed chromatin nyo here. Function daw nito is active hemoglobin accumulation. Next one, mas smaller. Your orthochromatophilic erythroblast or your normoblast. Another term, normoblast. Small, almost mature cell. Ibig sabihin nun, almost nandun na siya. The dense, ito na, pycnotic na, and soon extruded from the cell. Malapit na siyang lumabas. Ito, medyo na ko lang dito na crop. Pero kung makikita nyo, mas nandito na siya sa other side. Malapit na siyang ilabas. No? Cytoplasm uniformly acidophilic na due to abundance of hemoglobin. The function daw of your normoblast, final nuclear stage before maturation, the nucleus is ejected and phagocytosed by the bone marrow and the macrophages. Next one is your reticulocytes. The description of reticulocytes, kung mapapansin nyo kanina, it is an immature erythrocyte without a nucleus but with residual polyribosomes. May mga residual pa daw. Ito, may mga konti pa, no? Pero, wala na siyang nucleus, no? Kasi, na-ejected na kanina, dun pa lang sa normoblast, no? Staining, special stains, that is a brilliant crescent blue. Ito yung staining. Reveal a fine reticular network, no? From the word reticulocyte, reticular network. Kung mapapansin nyo, parang may mga something na paganyan dyan. Circulation enters blood that makes up 1% of circulating RBCs. Its main function daw is complete hemoglobin synthesis, doses remaining ribosomes within 1 to 2 days to become a mature erythrocyte. Then, yun, at the final stage na tayo, your mature erythrocyte. Wala ng nucleus, biconcave disc na, again, 7.5 micrometer in diameter. Cytoplasm uniformly eosinophilic na with field of hemoglobin. Kaya siya kulay red. Function is efficient gas exchange and transport of oxygen and carbon dioxide. No, this is the stages of the maturation of erythrocytes. Again, pro-erythroblast, kung makikita nyo, malaki. Tapos, hindi pa masyadong condense yung chromatin nyo. Tapos, basophilic na rin siya. Pagdating nyo sa basophils, rather, your, ano na nga ba? And next one nyo is, makikita nyo, mas maliit na. Then your poly, mas maliit na rin. Then your normoblast, ito siya. Tapos, ito na yung pinaka-end nyo is your reticulocytes. Nakikita nyo yung reticular network. Next is your granulopoiesis. From the words, again, making, poiesis, granulocytes. Ano kaya ang ginagawa, ano kaya ang cell ang gagawin nito? It's your leukocytes. 9 na pala. Your granular poiesis is characterized by sequential granule synthesis. First is a eosinophilic, then specific, which define the functional identity of your neutrophils, eosinophils, and basophils. No, it involves nuclear maturation and 2 major cytoplasmic changes daw related to the formation of the granules. The synthesis of eosinophilic daw, primarily granules. For the first stage, early phase of granulopoiesis, the site, it is mainly on the RER, then to the Golgi apparatus, then contents daw ng cytoplasmic nyo, changes, lysosomal enzymes, hydrolases, myeloperoxidase, your defensins. Then staining daw is eosinophilic, which is purple with basic dyes. Then its main function is non-specific granules present in all types of the granulocytes. No? Analogy of this is these are the primary lysosomes of the developing granulocyte. Next is the synthesis of the specific granules naman daw. Each stage is later phase of the granulopoiesis. Ang site niya, kung isa is RER, this is mainly on the Golgi apparatus and contains daw the protein unique to each granulocyte type. No? The cell type, neutrophil, eosinophil, basophil, the contents of specific granules, your lysos, for your neutrophils, lysozyme, collagenase, lactoferrin. Main function ng neutrophil, again, bacterial killing and tissue remodeling. Your eosinophil naman, there's the major basic protein, which is the peroxidase din daw. Then, defense against parasitic and allergic response. Sa basophil naman, again, histamine, heparin, peroxidase ang laman. Meron mostly, mainly, the histamine and heparin, which aids inflammation and hypersensitivity reactions. Main function is to determine the distinct properties and immune roles of the each granulocyte naman. Again, maturation of granulocyte. From number 1 daw is your myeloblast, the most immature. promyelocyte, myelocyte, and your metamyelocyte. As you can see here, sa myeloblast, wala pang cytoplasmic granules. Then, pag nag-promyelocyte, nagkakaroon na ng eosinophilic granules. Then, pagdating sa myelocyte, kung si eosinophilic, napapalitan na ng specific granules na, pero meron pa rin namang eosinophilic. Then, pag metamyelocyte, mas marami na yung specific granules lalo din. Let's do first with the myeloblast. Ito yung itsura ng myeloblast. No? The most immature recognizable cell in the myeloid series, kung makikita nyo, yung nucleus daw niya is large. Halos wala ng cytoplasm, no? Napupuno niya na. Round or oval, fine chromatin with 1 to 3 faint nucleoli. Parang ito siya. 1. Very faint eh. Hindi ko siya masyado makita here. Pero 1 to 3 daw siya, faint nucleoli. Ha? Cytoplasm, basophilic, no granules yet. Kung makikita nyo, ito, wala. Clear ang kanyang cytoplasm, walang granules pa. Function, dividing precursor that give rise to promyelocytes nyo, no? It represents the first morphologically identifiable cell of the granulocytic series. Next is your next stage, promyelocyte. Ayun, meron na siyang granules, no? Nucleus large but more condensed chromatin nuclei still visible strongly sa cytoplasm daw niya. Ayan, ito yung condensed chromatin nyo, ha? Pag condensed, meaning nakadikit-dikit na siya, kaya medyo ma-appreciate nyo siya, ha? Cytoplasm, again, strongly basophilic, now contains eosinophilic daw, your primary granules, kasi dalawa ang granules, di ba? Ito, isang eosinophilic, tsaka specific, dito sa promyelocyte. Ang tatandaan nyo, mas madaming eosinophilic compared mo dun sa specific granules nyo, no? It contains of granules, lysosomal enzymes, and myeloperoxidase. Significance marks the onset of granule synthesis and the commitment towards the granulocyte lineages. Your neutrophilic, eosinophilic, or basophilic. Different promyelocytes daw begin expressing specific gene sets na for each granulocyte type. Next is your myelocyte. Ayan. Sa myelocyte, kung mapapansin nyo, medyo eccentric na daw yung nucleus nyo. Ibig sabihin, napupunta na siya dito sa other side. Hindi na siya nasa gitna. Wala na rin kayong nucleoli. Your cytoplasm daw, kung tatandaan nyo dito is, mas dumadami na yung secondary granules nyo or your specific granules. Kung yung promyelocyte nyo, mas marami yung eosinophilic dito, mas madami na yung specific na yung namumutawi dito. Then its main function is the first stage where cell type differentiation becomes visible. Makikita na, neutrophilic myelocyte, eosinophilic, basophilic. The myelocyte stage is the first to show the characteristic granule type of each lineage. No? Next is your metamyelocyte. Metamyelocyte, no? Kung makikita nito, ito ang tatandaan nyo. Kidney shape. Kung mapapansin nyo, parang kamukha din siya ng isang C-shape natin. Ano nga bang cell yun? Anong cell ulit yun? Yung parang C, letter C, na matatandaan nyo dapat? Your monocyte. Very good, no? Pero ito, pa-kidney shape. So, dalawa na yung medyo matatandaan niya na. Monocyte, C-shape. Tapos, metamyelocyte, kidney shape. Indented, yung nucleus doon niya indented, which give the kidney shape and more condensed, no? Cytoplasm dominated by specific granules. Ito, mostly specific granules na talaga. Bihirang-bihira na eosinophilic nyo. Function, reduce mitotic activity. The cells is nearing maturity. Malapit na siyang tumanda, maging matured. Transition to a mature non-dividing granulocyte. Transition siya. Then, your band cell. Ito, another letter C. No, mapagkakamalan nyo din to. So, marami na kayo mapagkakamalan. Pare-pareho sila yung monocyte nyo, metamyol. Tapos ito pa dumagdag si Bancel, neutrophilic only. O, paano siya tatandaan? Kayo nang bahala, ha? Elongated curve, band shape. Not yet segmented. No? Backward, ang titingnan nyo na lang dyan yung mga granules. Diba? Mostly sa monocyte ko, konti lang. Wala masyado yun eh. Dito nyo, titingnan nyo dito yung granules, yung cytoplasm nyo, para hindi kayo magkamali. Pack with specific granules. Almost specific na siya, wala nang halos eosinophilic. Kung titingnan mo, parang wala na akong makita eosinophilic. Intermediate stage before full maturation into a neutrophil, no? Presence of band cells in blood indicates increased granulopoiesis, that is infection or inflammation. Again, neutrophilic for infection and inflammation. O, tandaan, band cell, letter C din siya. Pero, mas mahaba. Kasi kung maiisip nyo yung monocyte, parang pag ganun siya. Letter C, pero hindi mahaba yung katawan. Ito kasi parang mahaba yung katawan. So, yun ang medyo, kung titingnan nyo, para ma-differentiate nyo siya sa monocyte. No? Kasi almost pareho, parang C talaga. No? O, ayan. Your mature granulocyte. Again, your neutrophils, 3 to 5 lobes daw. Your eosinophil, bilobe. Your basophil, lobe, often obscured by granules. No? Next, ito naman yon, pinagsama-sama ko lang. Myeloblast, promyelocyte. No, makikita nyo, no, yung cytoplasm, myelocyte, metamyelocyte. Ayun, nagbaband cell na. Dito pwede ko kayong i-trick pala dito sa monocyte. Tsaka sa eosinophils. Ito ilalabas pero ang sagot pala ay band cell. Then, yung pinaka-end nyo is your segmented neutrophils. Again, tinabulate ko lang to, pero yung mga compartments of neutrophils in the body, we have 4 compartments. At kalahin mo, ang daming compartments in neutrophils. May ganun pa siya. Number 1 is your granulopoietic compartment, storage compartment, circulating compartment, and your marginal compartment daw. From the granulopoietic compartment, is location niya, active red bone marrow. Its function, site of proliferation daw, and differentiation from the myeloblast to mature neutrophils, no? Storage compartment ng neutrophils niya sa katawan. Bone marrow stores a large reserve of mature neutrophils, act as rapid release pool during infection or inflammation, from the word storage, stores, no? Circulating, eto na yung from the word circulating, nasa dugo na natin. Yan na yung nakikita sa CBC. Lifespan daw niyan ay 6 to 10 hours, no? If there's an inflammation. Your marginal or margination compartment sa venous naman sa small veins, no? It adheres loosely to endothelial walls, a temporary pool, no? Ayan, yung mga naka-highlight. Ibig sabihin. Again, ito yung compartments of neutrophils. Yun kasi, naka-table. Ito naman, naka-illustration. From the bone marrow, storage, from the blood, marginating cells, and the circulating. Next, sa granulocytes na tayo. Tapos na tayo. Sa granulocytes, again, walang granules. Dalawa yung cells natin dito, di ba? Yung monocytes, tsaka yung isa, lymphocytes. No? Monocytopoiesis. From hemocytoblast, dami yung yung talaga aaralin ng mga cells. Common from myeloid progenitor to monocyte. Ito siya. Let's go random one by one. Monocytopoiesis, again, making of the monocytes. Your first line, your monoblast, the earliest identifiable progenitor in the monocyte series. Very similar to a myeloblast. Naku, pareho daw siya sa myeloblast. Patay na. Sige, ano yung differentiate? Large cell fine chromatin daw. Kung yung myeloblast niya, di ba, condense ang chromatin, ito, fine chromatin daw. Actually, Kaya niyan guys, na ma-differentiate silang dalawa. Visible nuclei, basophilic cytoplasm. Function ng monoblast nyo, committed precursor daw that divides and differentiates into promonocytes. Ha? O, again, monoblast. O, tandaan, si chromatin nyo, very fine. Fine siya, ayan. Para siya nakalinya, ayan. Linya, linya, linya. Sa monocyte, sa myeloblasts nyo kasi, condensed talaga eh. Next one, your promonocyte. Size up to 18 micrometer in diameter daw. Nucleus daw is slightly indented with lacy chromatin and visible nuclei. Oh, may indented na naman. Meron tayong isang indented kanina. Oh, sige, kaya niyo yan, guys. Sipin nyo na lang, paniginipan nyo sila yung mga cells, no? Cytoplasm basophilic with abundant RER and prominent Golgi complex daw. Function undergoes 2 mitotic divisions to produce monocytes, no? The granules due formation of lysosomes. Ayan, appearing of fine eosinophilic granules. O, yan, fine eosinophilic daw yan. Ibig sabihin maraming gutter, eosinophilic siya. Again, monocytes. Yan, monocyte nyo, ha? Malapit na tayo sa katotohanan kay monocyte. Appearance, large. 12 to 20 micrometer daw. Kidney shape. Oh, kidney shape. Meron isang kidney shape kanina, Sino nga ba yung kidney shape nyo? Oh, another kidney shape. O, dalawa na yung kidney shape nyo, ha? O, kidney shape nucleus, gray, blue, cytoplasm with fine eosinophilic. O, tatandaan nyo, pag nagsabi ng fine, most likely, more on monocytes yung mga tinatanong. Circulation circulates in the blood for several hours. Usually 1 to 3 days lang daw siya nasa blood, no? Fate daw ng monocyte, it migrates into connective tissues where it differentiates into macrophages or other mononuclear phagocytes, rather, yung mga Kapler cells nyo, microglia, and alveolar macrophages. Yan. Next is yung macrophage mononuclear phagocyte system, your MPS. Ito naman siya. Paano natin siya i-differentiate sa iba? Medyo distinct yung border ng, tingin ko lang ng nucleus nyo. Yun lang. Parang bilog na bilog siya. No? Blood monocytes derived from blood monocytes found in most tissues and organs. Function, phagocytosis, again, antigen presentation, cytokine secretion, and tissue repair. Lifespan, medyo mahaba. Weeks to months. Much longer than circulating monocytes. Ayan, tapos na si monocytosis. O, last one, lymphopoiesis na tayo. Again, making of your lymphocytes. Ito siya. From hemocytoblast, same sila, no? Ng monocytes nyo, lymphoblast, pro-lymphocyte, nature killer cells. Kung ang gagaling kay pro-lymphocyte pala is dalawa, your nature killer cell, your small lymphocytes. Pero, si small lymphocytes magdi-divide further sa dalawa. Si B, tsaka si T. Now, yung lymphopoiesis again produces B, T, and NK cells from common lymphoid progenitors. B cells mature in the bone marrow daw. Your T cells naman in the thymus. B for the bone, T for the thymus. No? And both populate peripheral lymphoid organs for immune defense. Origin, again, primary site, bone marrow gives rise to lymphoid progenitor cells. Yun pa din, these progenitors differentiate and migrate to specific lymphoid organs for maturation. Lymphocytes, its origin and development. Lymphocyte progenitor cells arise from stem cells again. Di ba naalala nyo yung pluripotent stem cells? Doon siya, tapos nag-divide sa dalawa, tapos nag-divide pa doon. Ayun na yun. Kanina yung graph. These progenitors give rise to 2 major types of lymphocytes. Your T lymphocytes and your B lymphocytes. Dito tayo sa T lymphocytes. Para siyang basophil, kasi Mukhang basophil, no? Pero T cells pala siya. Hmm. Kasi ano niya, almost hindi mo makita yung cytoplasm. Migration from bone marrow, tapos nagmamature siya sa thymus. Now, function acquire T cell receptors, TCRs, and become immunocompetent. Final location daw ng ating T lymphocytes, populate T cell zones of peripheral lymphoid organs, paracortex daw of lymph nodes, periarteriolar sheets of spleen. Dun siya namamalagi. B lymphocytes, ako po, may kamuka. Sino sa tingin niyo yung kamuka? Parang yung mga myeloblasts nyo, no? Magkakamukha talaga sila. So, hanapan nyo siya ng way kung paano makikita nyo na hindi pala yun, no? B lymphocytes are your B cells. It mature in the bone marrow. Bone marrow. Develop B cell receptor. Kung yung isa, PCR, ito naman, BCR, and immunoglobulin molecules. Migration daw ng inyong B cells ay areas din daw doon sa peripheral lymphoid organs, pero mainly on the germinal center. No? Tandaan nyo na si germinal center, mainly si B lymphocyte nandoon. Another one, si lymphoblast. Oops, may indention. Malaki ang nucleus. Pero siya si lymphoblast. No? Earliest identifiable lymphoid progenitor cell. Morphology niya, large cell with fine chromatin din, with visible nucleoli and basophilic cytoplasm. Almost pare-parehos talaga sila. Division undergoes 2 to 3 mitotic divisions to produce immature lymphocytes. No? Location naman nito, again, bone marrow and thymus. Maturing lymphocytes. Ayan. Lymphocytes na siya. Maturing. Progressive changes. Ayan. Nucleus daw decrease in size. Chromatin becomes dense and clump. Ito, dense and clump na ang kanyang chromatin. Wala na ring nucleoli. The cytoplasm becomes scant. Ayan. Ito, medyo hindi nyo ito mapagkakamalang basophils, ha? Kasi medyo meron pa siya dito. Tapos, ang basophils kasi parang di bang mas maano yung basophilic yung cytoplasm. Ito, mas lighter ng onte. End result, small dense lymphocytes ready for the immune activation. Pag tinanong kayo, what stage ng lymphopoiesis, that the lymphocytes ready for immune activation, it's your maturing lymphocytes. Maturation process, as lymphocytes mature, ito daw, the nucleus becomes smaller and more condensed, the nucleoli disappear, the cell size decreases, cytoplasm becomes scant and less basophilic. Ayan. Almost, tama naman, nucleus daw nagiging maliit and more condensed, wala nang nucleoli, cytoplasm, kakaunti, meron, pero kakaunti na lang. Oops. Time breaker pala to. Can we have 2 minutes? Inom lang ako. Okay, I'm back. Patapos na pala tayo. Last one, thrombopoiesis. Making of your platelets. No. Ito naman ang tatandaan nyo. Oops, mukha pa rin silang magkakapareho. From your stem cells, multipotent hematopoietic stem cells, common myeloid, magiging megakaryocyte, megakaryoblast, promegakaryoblast, megakaryocyte, and then your platelets. Maturation process. Platelets are small membrane enclosed and nucleate cytoplasmic fragments that originate from mature megakaryocytes. No? This process is regulated by the hormone thrombopoietin, your TPO. Now, first in the line, your megakaryoblast. The megakaryoblast daw is 25 to 50 micrometer in diameter. The cytoplasm, basophilic, rich in granules. Organelles, no? Your nucleus daw, large, ovoid, kidney shape, with multiple nuclei. So, ang dami nyo ng kidney shape, no? Pero eto, kung makapapansin nyo, parang kidney shape naman, pero parang may mga umaarko-arkong ganyan. So, possible, pwede nyo na to tandaan na siya ay si megakaryoblast. Ha? Key feature undergoes endomitosis, repeated DNA replication without cell division producing a polyploid nucleus daw. Its main function is precursor lang naman siya ng that matures into a megakaryocyte. Next is your megakaryocyte. Okay. Ang size daw niya ay giant cell. Sabi up to 150. Pinakamalaki nga siya, mega. Kaya mega, no? 150 micrometer in diameter. Nucleus daw niya, large multi-lobe and polyploid with coarse chromatin. Nasaan kaya siya dito? Multi-lobe daw ang nucleus. Pero hindi ko siya masyado. Siguro ito. Other one. Yan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, multi-lobe, no? Cytoplasm niya contains numerous mitochondria, RER, and large Golgi apparatus, no? Produces platelet-specific granules, your alpha granules, and your dense bodies. Location, mainly daw sa bone marrow, but you can also find it in their skin and lungs. Mostly, commonly located sila near the muscular sinusoids or capillaries. Your platelet formation, again, platelets from megakaryocytes, long cytoplasmic extension called proplatelets protrude into sinusoidal capillaries. The tips of proplatelets break off to release platelets into the circulation. Key steps in the platelet formation daw. First is your proplatelet formation from megakaryocytes extend long to greater than 100 micrometer and wider than 2 to 4 micrometer branching processes called the proplatelet. No? This extension pass through marrow sinusoidal endothelium, exposing their tips to circulating blood. Then, the cytoskeletal framework daw, the proplatelets contain actin filaments and microtubules of the mixed polarity. Vesicles and specific granules are transported along these filaments to the tips. Next is the demarcation membranes. So, demarcation membrane, what happened? Megakaryocyte cytoplasm contains demarcation membranes, extensive plasma membrane invagination na daw. This serves as the membrane reservoir for the elongation daw, the fracture lines, kung tawagin. And then the final stage, your megakaryocyte produce na daw a few thousand platelets na. This remaining cell undergoes apoptosis cleared by macrophages, which is past one another. Medical application ng platelet nyo. Very much more. So, sa mga bleeding disorders, it will result thrombocytopenia less than 150,000, no? Pero mostly pag mga depende sa patient, pero mostly pag nagbe-bleed talaga ang pasyente, mga less than 100 na eh. Less than 170. Ayan, nag-start na silang mag-bleeding talaga. A reduction in the number of circulating platelets daw, no? One cause of thrombocytopenia ay ineffective megakaryopoiesis. Kasi doon naman sila nagmumula sa megakaryocytes nyo, no? Which result daw sa deficiency of folic acid or vitamin B12. Ano nga yung kaya nagbibigay tayo ng iron plus folic acid, no? Para mas maganda ang absorption. Tapos yung vitamin B12, anong anemia nga ulit yun? Kapag merong mga vitamin B12 deficiency, may nakakaalam? Megaloblastic anemia. Tama. Tapos, thrombocytopenic purpura. Ito, medyo, pag nakita nyo to, yung pasyente talagang mapula, purple, sobrang, yung, ano yan, parang mop-like talaga yung mga petikyan yan. Ay! That was my last slide na pala. Thank you! Natuwa ka? Ba't nakangiti kayong lahat? Pag last slide. Ang haba, no? Ano, do you have any question with the cells? Later, uulitin natin lahat sila sa, ano nyo, sa lab nyo, no? Medyo talagang nakakalito talaga sila, actually. During my time, sobrang sila yung pinakalitong-lito ko sa lahat kasi almost same yung cytoplasm, yung nucleus, no? Pero random pero yung mga medtech tips natin dito, sila talaga yung napaka-advantageous sa kanila to, kasi kabisado talaga nila, no? For the nurses and the other courses, talagang ano nyo lang, slide to, i-random, palagi nyo siyang titingnan para makabisado nyo siya, no? Okay, do you have any questions before we wrap up yung morning session natin? May natutunan ba kayo? O nalito kayo lalo sa akin? Kakalito ba? Yung pinaka, yung graph na pinakalahat nandun sila, yung pluripotent, tapos yung nag-divide sila, yun ang pinakatitigan nyo. Yun na yun. Kabisado na kayo sa exam. Pag nakabisado nyo na yung illustration na yun. No? Ano, may questions? Okay lang kayo? Basahin nyo yung Junquera, ha? Siyempre, hindi lahat ng nandito sa slides ko, mostly naman, nilagay ko. Pero, basahin nyo pa rin yung book. No? Kasi this is just that, ngayon lang yung oras na mabubuklat nyo yan. The other years, wala na talaga. Goodbye, Junquera na mangyayari. No? Sige, okay na kayo? Oh. Wala nang questions? Nanuyot ang lalamunan ko, 112 slides pala yung nagawa. Okay, sige. Let's closing prayer na. Ay, wait. May absent? May absent